Reversals go on at Ewood Park and Blackburn Rovers lose. That's right, 3-2 loss in the end against Bristol City. We tried our very, very best to get back into the game, of course, but losing 3-2 none the same. Before we jump in the deep end, of course, make sure you get in there and vote for the best football content creator. In fact, just chuck the graphic on the screen here quick while I've got you for a second here. So please vote. 100% free. Best in video for an organisation, best content creator for the Football League, and best content creator as a whole. Please vote. 100% free. But of course, also a big shout out to Blue Rose Capital for sponsoring this video. They are absolutely incredible. Make sure you get involved with them wherever they are in the world, of course. Just Google them. Blue Rose Capital. Get involved, especially if you're in the local area. But anyway, 3-2 in the end in a game which was a tough watch. A tough watch. Fortunately for the neutrals, there was 5 goals in here, but of course Bristol City bossed it, to be honest with you. We didn't have the possession. In fact, we did have the possession. 63% of the possession for Rovers, but they had more shots, 15 to our 11. Goals coming from Tommy Conway, who started off the season in tremendous form. I think he's got 5 goals this season, correct me if I'm wrong, but he added up an opening goal. I think it was a header for the 42nd minute, Wyman with the cross to give them the lead. They actually doubled their lead in the second half. Naki Wells on the 55th minute to put pretty much the game to bed, really, to double their lead. Second half, Naki Wells scores against us for fun, doesn't he, to make it 2-0. And at that point, I was livid. I wanted to go home. I'm already at home, but I wanted to go even home. I want to go homer. I don't even know if that makes sense. I want to be wrapped into bed, under my covers, because it was a horrible watch. I think we were so shit, so basic, so average, and the scoreline didn't flatter us. It could have been 4, could have been 5, to be honest with you. At the back, very, very wobbly. However, we did claw it back. 71st minute, Tyrese Dolan coming off on the bench to give us a little bit of hope. Great bit of work from Ewood Dunn laying off to Tyrese for Dunn for the assist, Dolan with the goal. If you want to check it out, it's on Twitter for the time being. Anyway, so 2-1 it was, but that lead, or that fight back for Rovers only lasted a couple of minutes before Naki Wells got the ball over the line for their third, and his second, of course. I believe it was ruled to be a Naki Wells goal from, of course, the goal line technology. It actually looked like Carl Naismith got the final blast home, but no, struck it off, given a Naki Wells. And of course, right at the bitter end, though, Diaz did get his name on the score sheet, which is good for Rovers, the fact that he's scoring goals. Can we somehow, somewhere along the lines, get him to sign another contract? If we can, then of course that backs up our investment. Maybe a release clause of 15 million, something like that, which I believe people will pay. And it'll be a statement. It'll be statement stuff for Rovers. You can still get, of course, Big Bad Blackburn Diaz merch. It's still available. Get involved, of course. Support the channel in another way. Support local artists as well. But all in all, did we deserve anything out of this game? No, we did not. We were shit FC today. Young boys FC. Men against boys. Men against babies, to be honest with you. And I think this could be a defining moment in our season when we realise what we're up against. Of course, the fight back was there. Some guys did step it up a little bit. But when we look at the transfer window, and I'm going to harp on about this a little bit, when other clubs around the division are bringing in experience, Middlesbrough bringing Alex Mowat, of course, Millwall bringing in Callum Styles as well. When we bring in young George Hurst, don't get me wrong, I thought he was fantastic today. I thought he was one of the standout players for the time that he was on. He was up there. He made some efforts, good bit of tenacity. But we're bringing in a lot of youngsters. We're bringing in other teams' youngsters as well, providing them experience, potentially with a deal, of course, to bring them over next season. But we need to have brought in some experience from the domestic games. Your Barry Bannons, your Callum Styleses. Who else was linked with? Josh Bowler as well. Championship proven players. But we have opted to go for the young guns, unproven guys, which could work out fantastically over the long term. But right now, it seems like a major gamble, and I don't know if it's going to benefit us in the end. If we are realistically trying to push for a top half season here, maybe top 10 season, I don't think we've got enough. I really don't think we have enough. Hopefully, and I'm saying this with bated breath, because I don't think it is any realism in this, that we may be bringing in some free transfer signings to booster the experience of the squad. It does say on the Twitter thing, sticker book complete, no more signings, it looks like, for Rovers. And again, you can bring in some free transfers, of course, and if we were to bring in some players, we do need, I think, some more level-headedness. And another major gripe for me moving forward is we bring in Greg Broughton, again, did good, picking up a couple of bit of bargains at the end there, a couple of loans. But he comes with a little black book of Scandinavian football, Scandinavian knowledge, which we didn't take advantage of. Whereas across the way, down Burnley way, of course, Vinny Company, I know he has the money, yes, but he brought in a whole bunch of players from the Belgian league, take full advantage of his knowledge, his time there. It feels like we had a get out of jail free card with the Scandinavian knowledge we brought into the club, and we didn't take full advantage of it. And I'm not saying go rob Malmo with the best players, but you know the fucking league, you know the Norwegian league. You can pick off some little gems there instead of spending the money that you're kind of pigeonholed for Sammy Smodic, of course, or no disrespect, I think Dominic Hyman is a good player. But why aren't we taking advantage of that knowledge that we have in Scandinavian football? We are leaving those players to be gobbled up by other players, by the Brentfords, of course. We have set up a scouting network in Europe that we've not taken advantage of whatsoever. The only player we brought in from Europe, allegedly, full advantage, was Kaminsky. And that's a fantastic gem, but why aren't we bringing anybody else in? Why aren't we taking advantage of the knowledge we have here? The Scandinavian knowledge. Bloody Jondal Thomason is a Danish legend. Why aren't we picking up, of course, the Danes? Why aren't we picking up the Swedish players or the players that played in Sweden for the past 2 or 3 seasons? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we putting faith in their knowledge? Is somebody else making the decisions and saying, you know what, let's not let's not use Jondal Thomason's notes. Let's use our notes. In fact, let's not use Jondal Thomason's notes. Let's use Tony Mowbray's notes here. You know, we found him on the bottom of the couch. Just bring in all the players that he liked. And, of course, continue where he left off, which may or may not be a good thing. But really, have some faith in the guys you brought in. Trust Jondal Thomason. Trust Greg Broughton. Bring in. If you're not providing anything, then what's the fucking point of you being here? So, yeah, a little bit pissed about that we didn't really take full advantage in the transfer window. Are we going to see that later on in January when it's probably too late to maybe have a positive season than a negative season? But right now, if I was to say, are we going to be closer to the top than the drop? I would say we're going to be closer to the drop. We're a bit toothless today. Very much it is man against boys, man against babies, and that's going to get us nowhere these days. Anyway, that is it, guys, for my short, sharp take. It's my raw reaction. That's what these videos are here for. Raw reaction. Of course, later on we'll have a review, and of course we'll have a vlog, and of course a fan reaction as well. But that is it. Until that, guys and girls, don't forget to please vote. Cut your 4 shots, vote Roverseas. You could do us a favour. And of course, big shout out once again to Blue Rose Capital. Absolutely fantastic for supporting the content and the channel as well. But until then, guys and girls, we're done right now.